The term military analyst is not a legally protected term. It's not like doctor. It's more like economist. You know, any asshole can start calling themselves one and fart out a vaguely plausible opinion on the current situation.
Shout out to Laserpig. Please subscribe to his channel. And I need to apologize in advance to all the real economists that once again I'm going to trounce your ass. By the way, people, who's the best economist? This is not like an objective. This is not like a competition. It's who's the most truthful. The Austrians. There you go. Who are the lying sexist shit? The Marxists and the leftists. I don't know what. There's producers and parasites, good and evil. It's not. So it's a bit tongue in cheek, but in a very serious thing, even though this is kind of a funny haha, but it has way more practicality. I keep trouncing you regular economists. Oh my God, what about interest rate sensitivity? Did you run a correlation between this data set and that? Oh, very interesting. Let's have that be our doctoral thesis. Hey, I figured it out, everyone. Why your wife won't make a fucking decision. And it's based in economics. Now, I don't know if you want to read the latest slop coming out from who knows what academic think tank, nobody. Or I don't know, do you want to know why your wife ain't making decisions, why your woman ain't, and some men too? Well, gather round, kids. Grab your gather round chairs. Sit down and it's story time with Uncle Cappy. Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Now, picture pages, none of you guys know who it is. One of the few gleaming nice things of the 70s. It was the busy time, right? Cappy had the Southern Command, which he was kind of taking care. He got that up to snuff for his buddy. Then he got the Northern Command, which brand new house, lots of things going. Very busy. Writing books then. Doing videos, which again, this is not a real job, but it does take time, right? The time I'm spending now is time I don't have to do other things. And then, if you want, go through there. Here, I'll show you what I did. I was very busy with all this shit. Here, this is all the shit I was doing. All that shit. Consolidating tech, estate planning, creating trusts, cleaning gun, everything. And it was a busy time. I'm the type with books. How do you write a book? As quickly as fucking possible. You jump in the water. You don't ooch into it. That's me. And it was the same thing with the house. I'm like, this is getting done. I'm not having projects strung out over decades. It's getting the fuck done. And normal people, female or not, including the GF, they don't get it. They don't get, they just don't get it. And so 40, 50 hours a week on the job I have, and no joke, it was 30 to 40 hours a week on all the other shit. Driving to and fro the Menards, everything. There was no free time. And it got the woman, caring and concerning, would ask me, what do you want for dinner? And I couldn't understand why I was so aggravated. It's an innocent request, perhaps even a caring request. And I had to sit down and figure, all right, why am I getting angry? Because I was going to anger management. What is really bothering you? Identify the problem. And then kill it. No, that's illegal. Break its legs. Oh, also illegal. Resolve the problem or sequester it. Can I resort to violence? Yes, you can, but new problems form when you do that. Oh, but the problem goes away, doesn't it? Anyway, since I couldn't kill my girlfriend who just wants to know what I have for dinner, I knew it was like something's wrong. And I realized what it was is I was so short on time and, thinking and doing math with carpentry and stuff like that. I didn't have the mental reserves or patience to now think about this added minor request. I didn't have enough processing power. I had to run the decision software. I was tapped out. And I looked at her. I said, sweetheart, here's what I want, without fundamentally knowing why I want it. I don't ever want to make a decision about what's for dinner again. You're an exceptional cook. You're an outstanding cook. There's rarely, I mean, at worst, this woman gets a B minus. I don't even think she scored a C plus. Not once in all of her cooking. Like, it's good at minimum, excellent otherwise. Do me a tremendous favor. Just make the fucking food, okay? And I realize, I realized what it's not even in this book. This book, it's all about non-financial standards of living. Not even in that book. I should have put it in that book. Let me tell you about women. I know everything about women. I got such a great standard of living out of that conversation. You know why? I don't ever have to decide what's for dinner again. And also, and you guys know this, especially if you got a regular gal, I had another conversation where, like, I'm not dragged through the decision process. I'm not dragged through your thought process, especially shit I don't care about, right? I don't have time. That was also, what do you like for couches? I'm like, we're getting this couch, this couch, this couch, that couch. My place. It was actually kind of simple. I'd ask her, I'm like, what do you think about that? Too much on that. No, we're never going. If we go your speed, this house will not be done for 25 years. And for those of you, if you ever do build a new house, just take over. Don't let the woman, unless you're okay, like you truly don't give a fuck, right? I do that with my clothes and my hair color. You decide, I don't give a shit. How do you? I have big shit going on up in this brain. Lots of response, lots of stuff. Now, if you're a fat Democrat soy boy pussy fuck, you know, like David Hogue and Harry Sisons, and you got nothing to do, then maybe you can play dollhouse. And, oh, I don't know, I like the blue shirt. But if you're a real man, you're occupied, you don't have time for this shit. And you tax your processing, your CPU, when there's added decisions. Oh, frankly, what is petty fucking bullshit in their entire lives? And that's why you get pissed off. You know why? Because decisions are labor, right? A lot of guys get, I don't want to be a manager. I don't want to get promoted to supervisor. Why? Because now, well, you got to deal with bullshit, but you got to sit and think and make decisions. And whether you know it intuitively or consciously, decisions are labor. You don't know that right off the bat because you're like, oh, this is just conversation. But all humans are lazy. And I've seen both men and women. The stereotype is the women, what do you want to eat? And after enough of that, you get pissed off. You don't know why you're pissed off. When she says, well, I just want you to be happy. No, you know why they do that? They don't want to do the work of sitting the fuck down, thinking, evaluating the options, executing on it, and then technically being responsible for it because you made the decision. That's why people don't want to make the decision. Now, some people are also, working couple. They're both tired. They don't want to make the decision. What do you want? What do you want? Do you like this? Do you like that? And I'll tell you, I will draw the line here. You never get dragged down into a woman's analysis. You never get dragged down into her thought process, making a decision. No, you got to go shop, go buy whatever. I'm not there. I am not there because they want to outsource all the thinking and that labor to you. Now, in fairness and defense, I did have a client who was dating a guy. I won't say what his profession was, but it was a very mentally taxing profession. And she got pissed. She intuitively, and I know a lot of you, and let's be fair, it's not always women who do that, right? You girls, occasionally you girls will date a soy boy Democrat man. Like, and Democrat man, Democrat period. That just means I don't want to work at all. And then you girls find this deadbeat and he just won't make any decisions, right? And I'm not accusing this guy being a deadbeat. Quite the opposite, actually. He was in a very taxing profession. And she hired asshole consulting. Like, this guy, he does this thing. he comes back from work and he just won't make a decision. I say, Yeah, because basically his entire job is making kind of life or death decisions. And you know what? When he gets back from that, maybe he just wants to sit the fuck down and not think about anything. Why? Because sitting and thinking, even microscopic decisions, what do you want for dinner? What should we do tonight? That's taxing and exhausting. Even social activities, like, well, what should we do? Well, let's go on vacation. Are you now you've already committed to a bunch of labor of researching hotels, getting an Airbnb. We got to look up shit. And as I've gotten older, like, you know why I like being more and more at home? I don't have to find an apartment or where we going to go eat and all that. It's fun. Fun is fun. Don't get me wrong, but fun does take work. Where we going to go hiking? Oh, you know what the worst part about hiking is? Finding a fucking trailhead. I don't mean like finding a hike you enjoy. Certainly that. Well, this hike looks interesting. But all trails, oh my God. All of you? All of you who work at All Trails, go fuck yourselves. Your product is fucking shit. Your numbers are way off. I know you purposely shitified your website so I can't see anything. You want us to subscribe, but holy shit. I just use Google now and I find the trails and I look at the GPS data of people's phones. That's how I do it. But regardless, that's the worst part about hiking is finding it, trying to find the trailhead. Surprise, when you go out to these remote trailheads, there's not internet, so you got to print off the map so you don't get lost 50 miles off the interstate. That's the worst part because it's work. And everybody is eternally lazy. All humans are lazy. Just whether you're smart enough to work hard because you know working hard is the least amount of labor you're going to expend. Unlike you people who believe in the easy way, which is just the really hard way, masters the easy way. But that's why you intuitively get pissed off. You also get frustrated. Hey, I have a request of you, minor request X. I don't want to do it. If that gets thrown back in your face enough, there's no progress made. Oh, and then, do you want to make decision Y? No, what do you want? I want you to make decision Y. Okay, I have decided 7. The answer for decision Y is 7. I don't like that. I don't want 7. Where then they don't like the word. Oh, my fucking God. And then there was a murder at the household and no one knew where the body was. That person just disappeared. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's one thing. I don't want to do the labor, right? You do the labor. And you do the labor all the time. But then I judge your labor when I am too lazy to do it myself. Mowing the yard, right? You go mow the yard. There's a little tip of the grass over there. The fucking lawnmower, you fire, mow your fucking self. The old classic, you're hanging the pictures or whatever, and then I went a little to the left, little to the right. You know, this is why, guys, really, and not to slam on women, the stereotypes are all women. That's why you let them do it. Oh, yeah, you're doing that. Oh, you go do it. And just so that you identify the problem, the nature, the reason someone, male or female, doesn't matter, who doesn't make a decision is because they're lazy and they're outsourcing it to you. Not even consciously. Not even consciously. And that's why you're getting agitated and you get infuriated when you say, okay, let's get pizza. I don't like pizza. I get it. I get it. It's masked as this loving conversation. Where should we go for a date? No, it isn't that. It's someone kicking off abdicating responsibility. And then when you decide, oh, I don't like your decision. Oh, that's why. Decisions are labor, not maybe physical labor, but although thinking does take calories of energy, not as much as you think. Not as much as you think. I looked into it. Thinking and studying takes labor, but not as much as you think. But it takes labor nonetheless, but more importantly, it takes time and concentration. And then we're like, let's do this. And then it's rejected. Yep. That's what's happening. So the solution is this conversation up front. I'm never making a decision. Like, you make decisions on this. You're not allowed to ask for my input. I'm not a consultant. You're not paying me. Really, that's what I have this decision. Let me drag you through my thought process. That's called asshole consulting. And I charge $150 an hour for that. Nope. Sweetheart, I'm really fucking busy. I don't have time to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner. You decide from here on. Now, this presupposes you got a great cook like I do for a woman, right? So, and it's a high standard of living. Do you know I don't have to make decisions on dinner anymore? I just know it's going to be good food, right? It's great. Hey, I'm thinking of making this, da-da-da. If only the only thing that, what time do you want to eat? That's a legit question. Oh, yeah, because I got to work. How about 4 o'clock? We'll eat at 4 o'clock. Okay, dinner will be ready at 4. Oh, my God, I got an erection. Like, see, you old-time men know how hot that is. It's along the lines like, you know what's really hot to a 50-year-old dude? A woman with her own 401k, her own career, no kids, and who just makes decisions about whatever, dinner, whatever it is. The girl just says, yeah, dinner will be ready at 6. And you don't have to worry about what dinner is because you know it's going to be good. Oh, man, a throbbing erection. Morning wood in the afternoon. Just right there. Soldier standing up at the straightest salute he could ever do. That's hot. Or I'll give you another example. We got a car in the Twin Cities. That way we don't have to rent. It's a piece of shit car. It's just a car. In the Twin Cities, so we don't have to rent a car because fuck you car rental places. You guys, no. We save money. The car is pretty cheap, but we save money. The GF flies into the Twin Cities. She fetches the car. Now, unbeknownst to me, the battery was dead. And you know what she did? She fixed it. She didn't call me up. The battery's dead. You know, she's not like some soy boy Democrat male pussy who thinks the battery's dead. She's a real person. She's an independent person. And she fixed it. And went to the store, dropped it back in. I didn't know any of this, right? Because I don't need to be bothered. I can't do anything about it either. And later that evening, oh, hey, how's the Twin Cities? How's the fam? Oh, good. By the way, I had to put a new battery in the car. Responsibility, put new battery car in. No questions. No. It was taken care of. Oh, an erection right there. Oh, you took responsibility and didn't bother me with petty bullshit I couldn't have done anything about. And hear me out. This is why I'm a better economist than you guys. If we look at the velocity of the M3 money supply at Guatemala. Dr. Fuckwitz, PhD in economics. This is why I'm a better economist than if there's better. I solved the problem. Here's how we're making progress, boys and girls. Don't be very aware, very conscious of if you're abdicating work to your loved one unconsciously. Know and acknowledge and realize having to make a decision is labor, and don't default to your caveman instincts of you do it. Ladies, you want to be hot. You want to beat your competition. I know most of you don't because you're like, meh. But let's say there was a guy that you and multiple women were interested in, like the top 10% on the dating apps. You know, the woman who's going to have a higher chance of schnookering that guy, it's going to be the one. It's not going to be that one. It's going to be like, oh, yeah, my car broke down and I fixed it. It's going to be the one who's like, hey, want to go out Tuesday? The guy says, sure. You say, come on over at 5. I'm making ribs. Not where you are. What time do you want to come over? What do you want to drink with your ribs? Unless it's a Democrat, right? Look, I know there's a significant percentage of you women, you want to date Democrat men because that's the most important thing. There, yes, you have to make all the decisions for them, just like your kid from the other guy. Do you want macaroni or do you want chicken nuggets? Do you want that? And you get a Democrat boyfriend, a pacifier. Do you want a disability check or an EBT card? What do you want, Tanner? Those guys, you have to make decisions. But yeah, the guys that you're generally interested in that are busy, they don't have time. Dude, there's nothing hotter. You don't even have to be here at 5. Why? You'll find out. Shut the fuck up, Thaddeus. Get over here. Thaddeus shows up. And there's this nice little spread of food. Nothing ridiculous. Don't do the fucking candles. That's creepy. Here's some food. His favorite food, right? Here. Bacon cheeseburgers with a shot of scotch. No, that's it. That's all I want. It's a video game. Want to play video game? Want to watch a Midnight Run? What do you want? Well, okay, cool. Let's do it. So both for the men and the women, like, you got to be aware if you're doing that. Oh, what do you want? Oh, what do you want? No. Make the decision, man. You like the girl, just have it to say, hey, I'm picking you up. You have to know. You get out of work at 6, right? Okay, cool. I got reservations at 7 at this restaurant. I'll pick you up at 6:30. Put on a nice dress. Bam. You've done all the work. You've set the table. Decisions are like setting the table, right? I've set the table. Look, we're ready to go. I've set the table. That's nice. That shows you care. But for the love of God, not going to. Shing, shing. Yeah, the relationship didn't work. I don't know where she went. I have no idea. She said everyone was going to date a Democrat. Could you imagine that? A woman and a Democrat man. She gets off birth control. They have their kid who maybe or maybe not has the right amount of chromosomes because she waited till she was 38. Then she realizes that since she was on birth control the entire time, she's attracted to the sensitive, caring, doting guy. But then when she gets off, now she wants the masculine man because look it up. What is it? How hormonal birth control messes with women's minds or something like that. I love to see it. You leave, you come back 20 years later, you're still doing the same thing. If you love your partner, you will make decisions. And ladies, this is you. This is all you. No. We are not your consultants. We are not dragged through your thought process. And you girls don't think fast enough. And your options are, we are not there to be your support animal for your paralysis analysis. That's you deal with that. And I've gotten it, again, fair. I've gotten a lot of that 8-page email where the autistic kid goes through every possible permutation and option for a career choice he might have or what. And it's like, dude, it doesn't matter what choice. You don't sit the fuck down and focus. This is all over the fucking. Now, I get paid for that. Be a pretty good idea. Like your woman, like, well, you just think you're this sounding, but they walk in, this thing where I get, whoa. We got to do the Vincent Masculine Geek things, the egg timer. I said for 2 minutes. Now you can tell me all the boring shit I don't care about in your life at work and the problems you have and it things that's done. And now you get to talk about sexy talk. We have to do that. Like if they come in with you say, whoa. You want me to help you make a decision? Sounds like consulting work. I bill out at $250 an hour. Here's the fee. I paid a retainer up front, non-refundable. I get the money. Okay. What boring ass fucking problem do you have that is totally not going to advance this relationship? What boring what work are you going to belabor me with, which is certainly going to weigh an anchor to this relationship and make it sink? All right, thank you for the money. Now, with the money I made from you, I'm going to take a fraction of it. We're getting bacon cheeseburgers with scotch. I know where. See? the frontier, the cutting edge of economics here, boys and girls. Link below is a link to my Amazon affiliate links. Why do you have links, Claire? Why'd you say plural? Well, there seems to be some complications because we just can't fucking make it simple. So the actual Amazon affiliate link is, of course, some long-ass coded thing that is linked below. And you're not going to remember it because I'm not joking, like 150 characters. So if you wanted to, it's linked down below. You could click on that link, bookmark it, whatever. Then I have a much easier website for you to remember called olderbrother.com/donate. But a friend of mine who says, I went to your site and it says it's not secure. So I don't know, 5-6 years ago, just to make money, the internet powers that be, you need a safety certificate, security certificate. Your website isn't secure. And to do that, you need to spend more money. I did it on Asshole Consulting. I didn't do it on olderbrother.com. Trust me, bro. I don't have, like, what's it called? Spyware or virus. You just go to olderbrother.com/donate and like, oh my God, this site isn't secure. Skip past that. And I know it's a hurdle. I know there are so many hurdles. And even one, like my buddy's like, let me buy all my stuff on Amazon through affiliate program. I'm like, well, you got to go to this link. You mean on a computer? Yes, the fucking computer, not your fucking app. It doesn't work on the fucking app. Oh, but I know everyone loves the fucking app. All the apps and the logins and the usernames and the passwords and the subscription services and GDP growth still goes down despite all this technological advancement. The easiest way, the real way you're going to pay me is by going through these added hurdles. Ideally, you go through the computer. You could bookmark the Amazon affiliate link below and just remember to do that. Or you can remember olderbrother.com/donate. You don't even have to remember the /donate because there's a donate button. And then if you go to that subpage of olderbrother.com, there are 3 links. One's like PayPal. The other is something else. And you see the little Amazon banner. That's the exact same link. And you click on that. Cappy, do I have to log in beforehand? No. Go there first, ideally. Cappy, do I then log in and then do my shopping, or do my shopping and do I log in? It doesn't matter either. The main thing is that the first time you hit Amazon has to be through that link. Then, whether you log in before or after the shopping, I get a 5% commission cut on all your purchases. You don't pay anything extra. What you paid, if you love the Capmeister, is you paid the extra hurdle of sitting down at a computer like a boomer or Gen Xer and going to the link by not using the app. And you think it's funny. Oh, come on. How much of a hurdle is it? Dude, that's the difference between Rumble and YouTube. People won't go to Rumble because it's one added step. People won't search for what they subscribe to because Google just throws shit up. Like literally one click is too much. I ask you, fellow Gen Xers of the past and young people of today, to do it as if it was 1982 and get up from off your fat, lazy ass and walk up and turn the channel on the television. Do not use the remote control. Reminisce as if it is Reagan's first administration. You must get up, my fine, good American friends, and turn the channel physically, including the volume. And then that is how it doesn't cost you anything extra. I just get a commission and a cut. And then if you bookmark it, right, then you can, that's easy. That's one hurdle left. And then I get commission and cut. That's it. That's all I ask. Dre, $2. Cappy, let Big Mike make all the decisions for him. No. Hey, sometimes you get that. The guy will make all the decisions. The guy, doesn't care. But I think when you get 2 followers, and that's what you essentially have, as opposed to lead. I mean, from a dance perspective, I don't mean from a military or society leadership. from a dance perspective, you have two follows, and that's your average young woman and your average male Democrat. Can I have permission to kiss you? That kind of shit. There's a fucking relationship. Colin, $5. They call it decision fatigue. Okay, so there's already a term for it. The reason all my clothes are matching interchangeable and why I meal prep, protect mental bandwidth at all costs. Yes, this sweater, you can't see it. The sweater is my favorite sweater. It's tattered. It's messed up. I have my regular hiking pants on. It's wonderful. It is wonderful. And as you get older, okay, I bill out $150 an hour. That's a significant opportunity cost. And I get bogged down with dumbass. Dude, I went to go get my hair cut yesterday. Great clips. There's the paper in the doorway. New hours. We're not going to update it on the internet. New hours. We're closed Mondays. Tee-hee. That's 15 minutes of my time gone. That infuriates me. I get agitated, or used to get agitated, especially during the building of the house. I was foolish. I thought I should invite my girlfriend in to help me make decisions on how to furnish it. No, that lasted like 2 days. Like, no, you are taking way too fucking long. This house will never be done if you have any say whatsoever. This is now officially a dictatorship. This is my house. Here's how it's going to be. You don't. It's the loss of time and the consequential loss of revenue. I know very simple why your father had an office. Very simple why I have an office. And this is my office. My girlfriend's not allowed in here when I'm here. If I'm not here, everyone in the world could come here, throw a party. I don't care. But if I'm here, that door is locked and no one is allowed to fuck. Why? Because I don't need the petty bothering of stupid, inane questions. Of course, now in the olden days, you would go to a place of work, office, or the mill, or the factory. It wouldn't matter. But there wasn't your wife. Oh, are you going to stamp out the metal? Little Jimmy had. No, she was off banging the milkman, right? But thankfully, you weren't bothered. Look, if it requires you to bang, look, if I let you have sex with the milkman, will you not bother me at work? Deal. I don't have time for it. And it's rarely anything of importance. Rarely is it ever important. It is the dumbest fucking shit. Meanwhile, as you get older, you're actually starting to make up money. And especially you millennials and Zoomer types, you're going to, like me, you will have to make up for lost time. But you didn't really have any opportunity when you were younger. I'll admit that. You're like, oh my God, I'm making $80 an hour. I need to work overtime and focus on this shit and get it done. You got a woman in you. What kind of car? Oh my God, I'm almost there. I could save the money. What the fuck do you want? Well, should we go to this weekend? I was thinking, should we go to Louisiana, New Orleans, or should we go to Florida? Make the fucking decision. What? I'm busy. I am so, and we have a shot at not being poor ever again. Please. I don't give a fuck. We've come full circle now. You know what? Now I understand coma. KHOMA, keep her off my ass loans. We used to have coma loans. Classic. Surgeon doctor comes in with Bipsy, his trophy wife. Bipsy, the trophy wife, has got an IQ of -10 on a good day. Bipsy wants to run some fucking worthless shop, some trinket store, some coffee place. We look at with what ink, what, and then one of the few wise may say, it's a coma loan. So what's a coma loan? Keep her off my ass. We're not lending to her. We're lending to her surgeon husband who's going to pay cash for this entire thing. She's going to lose money for 3 years, get sick of the coffee shop, and then she'll move on to the other thing. And the reason he's doing that is he doesn't have time for her. He's a fucking surgeon. and he wants her off his ass. The kids would always be like kind of once they get the driver's license out of the house kind of age, not even leaving the house, just out of the house. And that woodpecker, you're basically paying the wife woodpecker to go away and peck at a different piece of wood. That's what the coma loans were for. But yes, it also happens to men too. And men, that's why you should take respect. Don't outsource decisions to your wife. Unless it really, hey, we gotta get a car. What are we thinking here? You know, what are the amenities? So yes, there's some important things there, but you don't say, where do you want me to stop to get food? You say, I'm stopping at the brisket place and bringing back brisket. Well, you just bring back the brisket. You don't have time for what should be a 10-second comment. Here's how it would work, and every guy would have an erection. Okay. Babe, coming home. What do you want me to grab for dinner? And she says, brisket. Your erection is big. You're fat. It's a great world. You walk in. The brisket people see that you have an erection. They say, oh, your wife just said brisket. Yeah, it was great. I'm aroused. Going to go home, have some brisket, bang my wife. Good for you, man. That's a happy life. You know it ain't that. Hey, babe, I'm coming home. Well, little Jimmy, babe, focus. The exit's coming up, babe. I need you to shut the fuck up and focus. What do you want me to bring home for dinner? Well, I don't know. And the exit to where all the restaurants is coming up. I need you to, and then you missed the exit. Now you're stressed and pissed off. Now you got to turn around. No. Boom. Got KFC, sweetheart, for you and the kids. I'm the greatest husband ever. Thank you. I will accept my 5th Nobel Prize in economics. Thank you very much. Yep, it is your mental bandwidth. It is. Brian's Hatch at $10 generous, 9+ years in IT, millennial here, tired of IT, think of going electrician in night school, looking for a career switch, already done handyman work before and ad hoc, thoughts, maybe 1099 IT consultancy, both. I'm all for you doing the electrician thing, buddy, absolutely. The 1099 IT consultancy, I in terms of investment, that's going to take the least amount. If you're in IT, I'd imagine you could program a very simple website. Yeah, why not, man? Do it. What's going to set you back? Like registration fees, domain fees? You could probably bang out a pretty good website in really what? A guy like you, 9 years, 2 hours? Most of it would be artistic choices. I'm all for that. Do a little IT consulting. You always seem to have an interest. Then, yeah, go to electrician. Dude, just to go hang out with the guys. Yeah, go to electrician night school. Absolutely. But I'm telling you right now that 1099 IT consultant, one, you should be having your toe in entrepreneurship. But two, for you, what are the costs? The startup costs are nothing on that. And you can leave that fishing pole in the water for a long time, slowly build it up. So I do that like tonight. And then, yeah, go to electrician school at night. Absolutely. Dre, $2. Why do you use the term partner instead of white? Did I? I apologize. Dre, $2. I used your link on mobile app just after purchase. I thank you after the purchase. Thank you, Dre. Dre, $2. Cappy is too short to be fatigued. I know, low below. And Dre again, $2. What's the most coma? K. It's K. Keep money you've seen a guy spend. Oh, horse farm. Boy, I'd have to add that up, man. It was a horse farm. We're talking multiple millions of dollars. Also syndicated loan. It wasn't just our bank. It was other banks. It was multiple millions of dollars. Coffee stores, tchotchke, bobble shops. Those were less than $500,000, you know. Oftentimes, just to get the lease going, we weren't talking lots of money in the grand scheme of it, but the horse farm was multiple millions. Our exposure, maybe 2.5, 3 even, because it was like a ranch and Bipsy wanted a ranch. You can't just you can't just go rent a horse. No, here, let me explain horsewomen to you, okay? Guys generally like boats. Who don't like boats? Boats are fun, right? But they're very expensive. You should always learn a boat. But if you're going to buy a boat, which you shouldn't do, you just need to buy the boat and you rent your slip at the marina. Women with horses and horse hobby farms, that's not only buying the boat / the horse, equivalently stupid purchases, but then they want to buy the marina to store their horse at. If you get enough money or your husband qualifies for enough lendable money. And then they put in white picket fences and there's a red barn. And then they open it up. If they were smart, they'd open up for wedding events. Right? They buy the marina. You don't want to buy the marina for 3 horses. And then you're talking lots of money. What do you mean HVAC? What do you mean the concrete is cracking? What do you mean it's not sloped correctly and water's pooling up? Yeah, like $2.5 million out of probably what was $5 to $6 million total loan. Yeah. When do you go do a site visit? Why? Why do I have to do a site visit? It's all money losing out. There's no money. What do I care? We don't care about the cash flow. He's paying for everything, right? What do you want me to do? Go see what pain-in-the-ass suburbanite princess is getting her dressage classes? Fucking snooty bitch from the suburbs with her fucking military hat and her bootsy boots. Oh, dressage. By the way, all of you, fuck you. Dressage people, fuck off. Like cavalry with shooting and guns and okay, I don't know. Tanks are busted, but the dressage, get the fuck out of here. I'm not a socialist, but I'd have like the dressage tax. Like if you're doing dressage, you got way too much fucking money. No, we're starting up a trade school for poor people. And once all the poor people have the trade background, we're all making a living wage, then maybe I'll allow for dressage again. But yeah, my country won't have dressage. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, ask Good Solely. The link to the Amazon affiliate link below. If you love Cappy, get into the good habit of doing all your Amazon shopping there. We'll see you guys later, Toodles.